Hey there fellow yo-yoers slash YouTubers, I'm Zammy, and today for this video tutorial we're going to be doing a step-by-step process on how to create a trick, how to create a combo. Basically on YouTube and other yo-yo tutorial websites, they show you on how to do a specific trick, such as Paul Escolar's trick known as Kamikaze, a very popular one. But there's never been a video or text tutorial on how in the process you create a trick or how you create a combo. With this video, I'm going to be showing you in a step-by-step process on how to do that. This will be a really great tool for when it comes to up-and-coming yo-yoers that want to expand forth and do their own material, to do their own thing. So I really hope it helps out. Alright, well let's get started with this and go from there. Some tools that you'll need for this tutorial: a yo-yo, a notepad, a pencil or pen, and some extra string just to keep it handy, as well as probably your laptop when it comes to watching yo-yo videos. Step 1. Influence. Okay, so we're at step 1, which is influence. What I mean by influence is that most yo-yoers are going to watch freestyle videos and clip videos, and they're going to see interesting tricks or combos or techniques, and they're pretty much going to take them and implement them into their own tricks and combos. Essentially, they're stealing tricks. But that's how the world of yo-yoing works. Everyone's borrowing different concepts from everyone, and it constantly revolves and it keeps on mutating and evolving until it's a completely original idea. So that's how tricks work. So, for a base, watch your favorite yo-yoers and see what they do. And if you see any ideas they like, well, why not borrow them? And then you can start to mutate a new trick or combo. So that's step 1, influence. Right now, I was watching a video of Yo-Yo Factory's very own Andrew Bergen, and they were doing a promo video of him. Well, back between, I think it was 2006 through 2008, he was really good at 360 suicides. And I got influenced by watching that. I thought that was so freaking cool. And so I tried to create my own right triangle suicide, which is now known as Like a Boss. It's really popular in the yo-yo community. So I'm going to show the Like a Boss trick in these steps when it comes to creating a trick or combo. Well, that's step 1, influence. Second step, experimentation. Now we're at step 2, which is experimentation. In order to experiment with a concept that you just taken or borrowed, you need to purposely fail. I know that sounds a little strange, but this is what the best yo-yoers do. Every single time you throw, make sure that you try and do something different with the concept you're trying to do. In this case, instead of throwing it over and backwards, I went forward with it and caught it. I did a bunch of different variations to try and find the exact concept that I wanted to do, which is like a boss. Just like that. I was influenced from Andrew Bergen's way of doing red triangle suicides, and he did them 360 style. So, purposely fail every single time that you throw. With this, you're going to allow to open different concepts / different possibilities. And this will also further make you understand what you're trying to do. So that's experimentation. Get on it. Step 3, step by step. Alright, so we're at step 3, which is what I call step by step. When it comes to trick development, whether it's a trick or a combo, you're going to follow through in a step by step manner. Meaning that every time that you're doing a trick, you're going to be doing it in one step at a time, or a combo, one step at a time. So basically, you're going to be backtracking to when it comes to influence and when it comes to experimentation. Mostly experimentation, unless you want to watch more videos and get influence and take more ideas. So always following through in a step by step manner until you have it all finalized. So I'm going to tell you the difference between a trick or combo. I'm going to show you a trick known as brain twister. Fairly simple trick. As you noticed, it was done in very few steps. Most tricks are done in very few steps, and then it just has one concept. With brain twister, the concept is the rolling motion of it. That's why it's called brain twister. it freaking twists your mind. Now, we're going to show you a combo. I call this combo Air Tamp Storm. Final Fantasy VII reference. Hold on. There we go. So with the combo, it's done in many steps put together, with lots of different concepts put in there, and then it's basically a finalized product. One giant combo versus one single trick. In this day and age, with yo-yoing being more complex by the day, you pretty much don't see tricks, you just see non-stop combos. But there's still people out there that are making individual ideas, individual tricks. It's kind of just rare. So a lot of people mistake a trick for a combo, and vice versa. So that's the difference between a trick or combo, and when it comes to developing tricks or combos, you have to do it one step at a time, until you eventually finalize it, until you eventually feel satisfied with it. So that's step 3. Step 4, writing your tricks down. So, step 4, writing your tricks down. This is pretty much an optional step, but I highly suggest that you do it because it'll really help you out in the end when it comes to creating tricks and combos. So in the beginning of the tutorial, I told you that you need pencil and a notepad. This is because you're going to write down in steps of how your trick is like. You're going to write down each step in the best description that you can. So for example, I have a trick here known as grandstand. This is what I wrote down, even though I couldn't fit all of it. Yuki hold / roll / mount / thumb spread roll /. So I pretty much understand each of those different steps. I tried describing it as best as I could possible, and when I look at it, I can actually visualize it in my head as to how to do that trick. This will help you when it comes to building muscle memory, meaning that you're able to do the trick a lot better. Step 5, analyzing. Well, congrats! If you made it this far, you're one step closer to watching this tutorial fully. But for now, you're at step 5, which is analyze. You're almost done with your trick or combo. However, you have to do one more thing, which is to analyze it. Do a review of it. If you think that you have to take out one step, do it. If you think you have to add one step in, do it now before you finalize it. This way, you'll know if you think that it's fully complete, that you feel that it's fully complete. Another suggestion would be if you're on Skype and you have your yo-yo friends involved, why don't you show them that trick? And then you can take their suggestions in if you want to add something or if you want to take out something. Get their opinion involved. However, make sure that your trick is your trick. Just because they say something is bad or good doesn't mean you have to listen to them. It's all about what you're doing. So always remember that. When it comes to trick development, you also always have to make sure to have really good factors involved, which would be uniqueness, flow, creativity, things of that nature. So always have that involved too. Then there's one other thing. 3 bases. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Basically, the beginning would be where you're doing the initial mount. Make sure that you have a really unique fresh mount so it starts to appeal to the yo-yoer. Then when you're partway in the middle, make sure that you have a strong push on your concept or multiple concepts at hand. Then at the end, make sure that you have a really great dismount or bind, so that way the watcher can be like, whoa, that was so awesome. So always have those factors involved. And then, once you finally feel like everything's done and over with, that you feel like it's complete, you can get on to the last step, finalization. Step 6, finalization. Congratulations, you're now at the end of this tutorial. This is step 6, finalization. For this step, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. The very first question is, do you feel satisfied with this trick or combo? The second question is, do you feel that it is complete? If you don't feel like you're satisfied with it, or you don't feel like that it's complete, then you need to backtrack. You need to do more experimenting, more writing down the steps by steps and taking and editing steps, as well as analyzing it. Because if you don't feel satisfied, or you don't feel like it's complete, then what was the point of even creating this trick or combo? So have those 2 things in mind, guys. Well, that completes this tutorial. Basically, we're going to do an overview of it. Step 1, influence. Step 2, experimentation. Step 3, step by step. Step 4, writing tricks down. Step 5, analyze. And step 6, finalization. Those are the 6 steps that you use to create a trick or combo. Now, there might be some people out there that might not agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own individual style when it comes to trick development. But this video is just giving you a base as to how to do that. Once you get good enough, you might not even follow this. It's not a big deal. But for those that are first starting, I really hope that this helps you out. There's not much else to say, so I'm just going to cut it here. Good luck with your trick development, and further keep on expanding your skills. Well, I'm Zammy. Peace out, guys.